guys, it's your girl Stacy Sunshine. Here we talk about hair, makeup, beauty, just everything lifestyle and just everything about the glow up. So if you are into that kind of stuff, you are at the right place. If you haven't already joined the family, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so you get any notification. Let's jump right to it. Got this box for $25 on Amazon. I had like a coupon. Overall, I ended up paying like $20. The kit came with like 2 sets of lashes. They were the 12 millimeter and the 14 millimeter. It came with like a eyebrow eyelash comb for like when you needed to comb it. And it came with 2 bottles of glue. I don't know why I thought one was clear and one wasn't, but they both appear to be black. So that came with that. I'm gonna switch over to a voiceover real quick. That's what the lashes looked like once they were done, despite all my errors. Error number 1 was I applied way too much glue to the first lash. It should be just 2 millimeters. And then I opted out for the 14 millimeters. So I started by taking the tweezer and reaching for some segmented lashes, because that's all this is, right? Cut up lashes, and placing it on the bottom strip. So I put it in an upward motion, and I just used the bottom of the tool to press up on it to make sure that they stick and they were in the right place. Another thing that I did was right next to it, keep it close together, but be sure to remove the clear glue that comes with the packaging because it's difficult to remove once the glue sets. I should have placed that much closer in the first placement, but I didn't, and the reason being is I didn't think I had enough strips to go around, but I ended up having way too much than I needed. Definitely place them close together, especially if you have like smaller eyes. I tried going back over to correct that, but it ended up being too crowded at the bottom for there to be a hold for the glue, so this is a lesson. Don't do what I did and you will be just fine. I ended up taking that track off because it was just too hard to put off. I tried brushing it closer to try to make it merge together, but it was an epic fail. So I had a few strands at the end, and I realized that I needed more lashes at the end, but because I had applied the first one in the center, there wasn't enough space at the end. If I'm doing this on the second eye, I would definitely recommend starting at the end of your lashes and working your way to the center, or starting in the center and working your way towards the outer to avoid this issue. So this ended up working, but I had to place it and really hold it in place. This time it wasn't sticking to my lashes, it was really sticking to my skin, and I don't think that's really healthy for your skin. But it makes sense for it to be kind of on your lash, that protective barrier. Then I took the tweezer and tried to like hold it down together, but it was not dry. So that ended up coming off, and I was happy about that because I got to move the lash a bit closer, and I actually preferred that look better. So just holding it down and using the end of your tweezers to press that in place, and also on the top because you don't want them curled to the point where they're like too curly that they're standing up straight. So that's a comparison side by side, and I realized that I needed more lash going towards my nose. So I went ahead and reapplied some glue. Wasn't sure about the hold at this time, so I went all the way through, and then I placed them on the bottom and kind of held that in place. I think something to have handy is maybe like a handheld fan. That might make the application process a bit more smoother and dry a bit faster. So I'll try that in my next application, and that could be a tip before you get started. I have a story about that speck in my eye, and I'll talk about it on my IG Live. So I used exactly half of the lash container, and it looks pretty full to me. I think I could have went ahead and added maybe one more lash to the inner, but I don't like it when I can feel it on my skin. So here's the second application with the lessons learned. I applied it to the second. Here's a tip. be sure to remove the cap from it. That way you're not pulling and having broken pieces like that on the side. That happened to me on my first application, but it was a lesson learned. So I started the application on the inner side of my eye and worked my way towards the outer. It was a learning curve, so this second portion was a bit more easier and I felt a little bit more confident. So I cut the a strip in half to go on the inner and the outer. That way I can have a full look without wasting the whole strip. I actually like this eye application and it's very evident. You can see when I pull out that it just was a better application. So be gentle with the lash, make sure that they are dry before you press them in. And when you're done, they should look like that. Again, you can tell a big difference between the first application and the second application, but that's what it looks like on the side. A couple of take-home stuff. This is definitely more affordable. It is an affordable option to the brand that I cannot mention because I don't want to run into any issues, but it rhymes with Shopify and it is a lash kit. This is an alternative for it and it costs, it's a fraction of the price. And I haven't tried that one yet. If for some reason I have some monies to spend, I would love to do a comparison video, but this is what I have. They feel nice, they seem like they'll last, but again, I don't know. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching it. So if you want to see how this lash did or how long it lasts, I'm gonna be posting it on my stories. I would love to do a follow-up to tell you how these lashes held up, but this is day one and so far I am loving the look. All right guys, so that concludes today's videos. Thank you again for watching and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.